before they switch formats, because it's a well-oiled machine. It works. But when they switch formats, I got to watch everybody troubleshoot every single day without even trying. And I was like, wow, and after like a year and a half or 2 years of that, I was like, I can apply some of that stuff. Well, let's do a web series. Let's see if I retained enough information to see if I can do it myself. And let's do a little short. Let's see if I retain enough information. And at the end of the day, just to put out the kind of content that, me and my teammates want to see. Something thrilling, something funny. At that time, I don't know if Modern Family just came out or it was before Modern Family. I can't remember. But at that time, I was like, why isn't Married Scene? Where's the new Mad About You's? Where's the Cosby shows? And I'm like, well, I want to see that. So let's do it. Let's make it.
That works for me. So are you working on another project for a series right now?
Yeah, doing a lot of writing and producing a short film right now, which is really cool. It's a heist film. And it's me and my company's first venture in L.A., because we were New York-based, and now we're L.A.-based. So we were getting our feet wet out here. But it's a young company, and we don't mind taking our time and learning and doing everything the right way. It's a marathon, and we realize that. So we're just building.
Well, you also offer other services to people that are trying to get off the ground with their films or learn how to do some of the different production parts of it.
Yeah. If you have a script and you have the means, we can partner up and make something if it's something, we're excited about, definitely. And for actors who need reels and stuff done, we can do that. It's a part of our company that's going to grow even bigger, but there is a huge, giving back and paying it forward thing that we do really care about. And the more experience we get and the bigger the company grows, the more we can invest in paying it forward and in being, helpful to people.
Right. Well, what you give, you get back. I truly believe in that. So if you put good things out there, you'll get good things back.
Absolutely. That's true.
You also were in My Last Day Without You, and I watched the trailer on that, but I couldn't find the movie. Is it out yet?
I think it's out in Germany, and I think they're still working on distribution right now. But that was an awesome film. It stars Nicole Bahari, who was just in 42, the Jackie Robinson story, and she was one of the women in Shame, starring Michael Fassbender, and she's just amazing in it. It's a really nice, a nice film. It's a nice, smart romance kind of film. Right.
Which is on the top of all women's list as well. And she's a great singer too. I absolutely love to her sing.
Yeah, that's really her singing. Yeah, she's a wonderful voice.
You also have two upcoming projects, Williams Payne and Past the Lights. Are you able to tell us anything about that and your part in them?
Yeah, well, Williams Payne, that was a short film I did a long time ago. And for some reason, it still says filming or post-production.
Right.
But I think that's done, and the correction hasn't been made on IMDb. But Past the Light, I'm actually going to a screening of that tonight. That's a really great film. It was directed by Malcolm Goodwin, who is a phenomenal actor. He was the lead in Breakout Kings. He was in Leatherheads, American Gangster. He's done so much work. And this film, it's a faith-based family film about these kids who rally together and kind of go against this guy who's spewing hatred in the community disguised as a good message. He's this pastor who's running for mayor, and his solution to solve the problem in town is to get rid of people he thinks are a problem. And this kid is like, that's not how I grew up. That's not how I learned. I don't have to agree with someone to still care and love them and be helpful to them. And this kid actually, he tries to run for mayor against a guy, not necessarily to win, but just to get his voice out there, and then kind of goes from there. So it's a really sweet film. It's a really nice film, and I firmly believe, without a shadow of a doubt, it will be in your theaters very soon.
Yay!
Yeah, it's good. Yeah.
I definitely want to see that. I mean, I've watched you on Bold and the Beautiful and in these trailers and on the web series, and unfortunately I didn't catch you on Guiding Light, but I did watch some YouTube ones, especially the one where you're standing at the grave with Carla and talking about the baby. And you're such a great actor. I just look forward to everything that you do.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
You are. You have a lot to give to. You have a lot to give to the business, and they should be grateful to you.
Wow. Thank you very much. Those are kind words. Thank you.
You're very welcome.
Very welcome.
We do have a caller. Would you have a moment to speak with somebody?
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Area code 973, you're live on the air. Hello? Okay. Hello, 973?
Oh.
Yep, they just dropped. That's so bad.
Got another one.
No, there's only the one.
Yeah, there's that one.
No, the other one is me.
No.
Okay, I'll tell you something funny.
Wait.
No, I'll tell you something funny. I called in from my home phone number, but all of a sudden my phone was dying, so I called back on my cell phone number, and you guys never even knew it.
I never knew. Oh, okay. All right. No, I just know that. How about that?
So now I just told on myself.
Well, you're on the air anyway, so go ahead.
I guess the only other question I have left then would be, why do you think you and Carla keep ending up together?
That's a really great question. Because when Bold and the Beautiful happened, we were both like, what?
Yeah.
That is so funny. And a part of it, I honestly do think, it is a coincidence to a degree. What they wanted her to do on the show, what they brought me on to do on the show, was independent of each other. But I do think, I don't know. I think we'll find out eventually, maybe soon. We'll see why we get paired together. We work really well together. We really do.
Yeah,
and,
I do enjoy it.
When Carla walks into a room and she has a meeting, you're going to fall in love with her. You just are.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Regardless, you're going to write a role for her because she really is that sweet. She's like a light that just shines. And so I'm not, surprised that she's here. Us coming together at around the same time is the thing that was like, whoa. But I don't know. I think I don't know. We do good work together, and we do good work, I guess, separately. So
that's
very
why we're
true.
Here. That's very true. And even though Caroline is pushing you two to be together, I think without knowing you from Guiding Light together, I think you'd make a great couple on there. So we'll have to wait and see what happens with that.
Yeah, we have to wait and see.
You have to wait and see. And it's weird because Carter and Maya are very, very different than Remy and Christina. Very different. And if any fans are watching to see Remy and Christina together, I don't know if they're going to see that same dynamic because they're very different characters. And there's a new interesting dynamic that is being created and that is playing when we have scenes together, and that's all I'll say about that.
I love teasers.
I like teasers. The one thing that I fell in love with is Carla's voice.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Oh God. I didn't know she could sing.
Oh,
I was
yeah.
surprised. No.
She's a songbird, man. I mean, she has a beautiful voice, and not just a beautiful voice. She's a really good songwriter too. The song she sang on the show was one of her own songs.
Oh my gosh,
Really?
that's wonderful.
Yeah.
I'm so
Very
happy
talented.
they let her do that.
Oh yeah, and it was awesome. It was awesome watching it, and just because like that song's coming from her heart.
Right.
Know? Very talented.
Well, I think she needs to let Rick go because he's wishy-washy and just get with Carter and get it over with, and then sing to him some more so we can hear her voice. And
there's a lot of Rick and Maya fans. I don't know if they're calling them Mick or Raya, but there's a lot of Rick and honestly, to be honest, I'm a fan of Bold and the Beautiful. Like I pretty much watch every day. When I'm on or not on. Yeah, I like to be involved in whatever I'm doing, and I watch. And Carter's not, but Lawrence, I do like Rick and Maya together. I'm like, yeah.
Well, I like them together too, but he's just too wishy-washy. I mean, here he fought to death to get to Caroline and did every trick in the book, and then now all of a sudden Maya comes along and all of a sudden he wants her. So I think with him it's the chase that gets him going, and then once he gets it, it's just like, oh, okay, what's next?
Yeah, I think the interesting thing that Jacob is doing is, at least what I'm seeing is, you fight so hard to get what you think you want, and you are in love, and you meet someone who takes your breath away.
Right.
What do you do?
Right.
What do you do? And I think the reason why he took a while to try to end it with Caroline, and he's still struggling to, is because it's such an interesting situation to be in where you are responsible for the relationship you're in, and you do love her to a degree, but you didn't plan on this woman just knocking your socks off.
Well, that's true, too. People can be in love with more than one person at a time.
Yeah, and you don't plan it. You're like, I'm with Caroline. She's cool. She's kooky. But, hey, it works. And then Maya comes in and says, hey. And you're like, oh, man, I'm in trouble. So, as a guy, I empathize with Rick to a degree. I understand.
Is there anybody that you haven't played a scene with yet that you'd like to play with?
Oh yeah, I would love to have. I would love to have a scene with Carter, with Thomas, with Liam, and with Marcus. Just guys.
That would be great.
In the beach house, just going in, having fun, having a real conversation, whatever, like that type of thing. I would love that because we're all like close to the same age, a little older, a little younger. That would be a really cool scene, and it doesn't have to be like just fun and games, but like that'd be cool. And I've never had a scene really with Hope, and I just wonder, what that would be like, and definitely.
Hope's alone now, so there you go. There's another one.
You never know. But I mean, I would love to. I think there's so many characters on the show. I haven't officially met Donna yet. Marcus' mother, and had a very small thing with Brooke, and very small with Taylor. So I would love to work with everybody I possibly could.
Yeah, I would love 4 more scenes with you and Texas together as well.
Yeah, it's so funny. When I first met him, it was like we're brothers.
Yeah.
It took 2 seconds.
He's like that.
To establish that kind of chemistry. But for me, it was challenging